Right, this is my full guide for skinny teenagers starting the gym, and here you can see all the progress I've made. This was me before. This was actually 2 years ago, and it is me a year and a couple months, and this is me now. Just look out. I've gotten bigger, bro. Right, first I want to talk about my story. So this was me back when about 2 years ago. Yeah, during the summer, I was in Mexico, and I decided to, you know what? Let's take a picture. And I took a picture, and now that I look back at it, and when I was looking back at it, I'm like, okay, so you can barely see my six pack. I did kind of have a six pack back then, not so much. I believe that I was kind of skinny fat. My arms were also skinny. My chest was kind of non-existent. And then a couple of months later, I'm lean. I got lean. I started doing a lot of cross country. I started running like 2 miles every single week. Like every single week, I would run at least like 6 miles, and I got really good at my sport. But then I'm like, I took this picture. My six pack looks good, by the way, and I'm like, I need to work on my physique. I need to work on my arms. Yeah, and I started watching this YouTuber named Hamza Ahmed, which he's focused on self improvement. He back then, and I really liked his videos. He taught me that, yeah, you should go to the gym, you should bulk up, you should build a nice physique and look good, and that building a physique will make you look attractive, and your physique will look nice. And then here I am 2 years later. Look at my six pack. I still have it, and I've bulked up. My shoulders look fired, like they look good, and my back's gotten bigger. My chest as well, my arms, I look good. Okay, and that's the story. Like it all originated from this, and this was back when I was depressed. I didn't like myself, and then I started working hard, and now I like my physique. I'm still working on it. I understand that you never stop doing this. Okay, you never stop working out, but I'm here to help you get better at the gym and make this amount of progress in the next 2 years, or even more progress than I have made. Okay, that's my promise. If you put in the work. And before I move on to the actual guide, if you want to check out my coaching program where I'm gonna coach you personally to help you build muscle, I go like you can watch the video where I explain what I actually offer. There's also like a course and stuff like that, like workout plans and some things videos that you can watch that are included with the program. Also, if you want to join this movement of helping skinny teenagers build the first couple pounds of muscle, and if you yourself are a skinny teenager, you want to go from this to this, and you want to build your first couple pounds of muscle, I believe that these videos will actually help you a lot. Also, check out my free workout routines, also linked down below. There's 4 of them, and they're the workout routines that I'm going to explain later on in the video. So if you want to know how to actually use these workout routines to help you, I suggest you stick around at least to the point where I'm talking about exercising. Okay, so let's get into it. So this is what I'm going to cover in this video. I'm going to cover the mindset, the mentality, and the discipline part of bodybuilding, because this is, I believe, the most important thing when it comes to anything in life. It's your mindset, your mentality, and your discipline. This is the foundation. Okay, it's all about your head. It's all like, this is the base, and then afterwards, like, this will come a lot easier to you if you have the right mindset, the right mentality, and you have discipline. Then I'm going to cover some mistakes you should avoid if you want to build more muscle. Also, the muscles that will make you look the most attractive. If you're trying to look attractive, you're trying to look better. Because don't lie to yourself, bro. The reason why you picked this video probably is because you want to look good without clothes on, like without a shirt on, and also with a shirt on as well. So don't lie to yourself, bro. Like, don't lie to yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. You shouldn't be ashamed of that. Then last but not least, the bulking, the supplements to take, and the habits you should do, and which ones you should avoid. Okay, so let's get into it. So this is the mindset and mentality I like to think the gym is. So I like to say that the gym is kind of a video game. Okay, the more you do an exercise, the most experience points you get. Okay, the more you do an exercise, the better you get at it, the stronger you get. And also, think of like the gym as hard mode. Like, we're in real life. Hard mode is like if you stop doing like certain things, like you start exercising every single day, or you take too long of a rest time. the progress there just kind of disappears. Okay, so it's kind of like this: you're on a treadmill. You're either walking forward or going backwards, but you can't stop the treadmill. It's the same thing with the gym. In order to advance, you need to keep on walking. Okay, so this is the gym. Is you need to every single day be working out, having your rest days as well. It's all important. But there's also the other thing that you do have energy points when it comes to the gym as well. And you lose them every single time you do a certain exercise, or you just do exercises in general and you do sets. I like to think that this is what the gym is. It's like a video game. You have experience points that you get from exercising. Then you also lose points of energy whenever you do a workout or an exercise. And I like to say that the gym, you get 90 minutes or less of energy points that they last per workout and per day for a workout. So I like to think that energy points last less than 90 minutes per workout. So yes, you should be exercising 90 minutes or less. At least I would say aim for an hour of exercise every single time. Now, this is because of intensity and if you work out intensely, you don't have to work out for 2 hours. You don't have to work out for more than 90 minutes every workout. Okay, I'm just telling you that right now. Also, to change your identity, to stick to these good habits that you want to start building in order for you to build muscle, have this mentality that to do good habits and to destroy the bad habits that are going to keep you from making any progress, is that you need to change your identity and your behavior. Once you change your identity and you tell yourself, I'm no longer a loser, I am dedicated to the gym, I'm going to be disciplined, I am disciplined, and you tell yourself these things every single day, it's going to come true. Okay, it's all going to come true. I believe that this is a really important mentality and mindset. There's other mindsets like do the hard work, especially when you feel like it. That's another important one that I believe, but that's the one I'm going to cover for discipline. Okay. And also, one last thing I would like to say is that building muscle is like a tree, bro. Building muscle is like a tree. Like, it takes time for you to see progress. Okay, for you to see like major progress, like this type of progress right here. It takes fucking time. It could take years. It could take months. Okay, but it's gonna be worth it. Trust me. Waiting patiently and all these things, it's a good thing. Okay, it teaches you a lot of lessons. The gym teaches you more lessons than this, but these are some of the mindsets that I want you to keep in mind anytime that you look at the mirror and you don't see as much progress. Okay, this is what I want you to look at. Don't obsess and compare yourself with other people. Learn instead from other people instead of comparing yourself. Do not compare yourself to me. Okay, do not compare yourself to me. Instead, live your own journey. Still, like, if you want to compete against someone, yes, go ahead. Competition's fine. Okay, and learning from other people is one of the best things you can do as well. Okay, how to build discipline. To build discipline, it's a skill. Discipline is a skill. It's the same thing as a video game skill. Okay, same thing as the gym. Discipline takes time. It takes work in order for you to build this discipline. And to build discipline, you just do things you don't feel like doing at the moment. So now this doesn't mean that motivation is a bad thing. Okay, motivation is absolutely good. But let's say you feel like eating junk food. Okay, you got to resist yourself. That's whenever you feel like eating junk food and resist yourself and don't do it, that's discipline, that's willpower. And then whenever you don't feel like, let's say, going to the gym or eating healthy, you tell yourself, but I'm not gonna make the progress that I want if I don't stay disciplined. If I do, like, discipline is such a useful thing because sometimes you just don't feel like doing shit. You don't feel like eating healthy. You don't feel like going to the gym. And when you tell yourself, I gotta do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it, I gotta do this, even though I don't want to. Even during workouts, like sometimes you might not even feel like doing a certain exercise during the workout or taking enough rest time and you just want the workout to be over quickly. But I'm telling you, by you waiting and actually doing every single set that you need to do, every single rep, and not being lazy, you're not going to ever regret it. This is what you do regret, though, if you don't use your discipline and when you don't resist instant pleasures that don't serve you. things like drugs, video games, some video games. I'll explain everything in a little bit. Junk food, stuff like that. When you don't resist those things, you end up regretting it. You end up regretting doing those things. And I believe this is why discipline is such an important thing, because discipline is, like I said, is the ultimate act of self-love. Discipline is the only way you can truly show love to your future self. Your future self right now is either going to regret some action that you took and going to hate you for it, or he's going to love you and he's going to like himself a lot more if you do use your discipline, if you don't take those bad decisions. Okay, trust me, your future self is looking at you, either hating you or actually loving himself. Okay, so it's up to you and decide what you want to do, and do the hard work, especially when you feel like it's one of the most important quotes I've ever heard in my life. It's this quote like literally saves fucking lives. So if you want to be saved, do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. Okay. And also, one last thing, one exercise that I used to do to train my brain to not eat junk food, or to not do like bad habits that I know, like impulses and cravings, to resist those cravings and to actually have less of those cravings. Put your favorite junk food or your favorite it can be candy, it can be I don't know, fast food, or just your favorite junk food, whatever processed bullshit that you like, just put it in front of you. Stare at it like a fucking maniac every single day. This is another skill that you're learning. You build discipline by doing this, but you build willpower to not do these habits. And you tell yourself, I'm not going to let this piece of junk food, whatever it is, let's say chocolate, control me. I'm not going to let this little piece of shit control me. And you just tell yourself in your head over and over again. And there's so many benefits to doing this. It's just a suggestion if you want to do it or not. Okay, let's talk about the mistakes that you want to avoid if you want to build muscle. I would avoid cardio. Okay, the only cardio I do recommend for anybody, because cardio is not going to help you build muscle. It doesn't do anything. I would recommend you do sprinting, but just stick to a normal work training routine for building muscle. Okay, don't overcomplicate it. Just don't do cardio. There's a lot of people that are going to say online like, oh, there's a bunch of benefits of like doing cardio and doing these things. Don't let other people influence your goals. Okay, if something influences you to do like a certain type of exercise, and it's not because it's going to help you achieve a goal, but it sounds cool because someone said it, like some famous person said it online, don't do it. Only do the things that are going to help you achieve your goals. In this case, we're trying to build more muscle. Another mistake you're probably doing is you're not sleeping enough. And in a little bit, I'm going to teach you like what not to do in order for you to sleep enough and not sleep in and do all that shit. Okay. Also, a mistake that I personally did was not bulking. Okay, or eating enough calories. You should be bulking. You should be eating enough calories. I'll tell, like I said, later on in this video, I'm going to talk about everything that I'm telling you to avoid and what to do and what not to do. Okay, thinking that I don't want to get big. Having this mentality is kind of makes you look like a bitch, because you don't accidentally get big. You don't accidentally get bodybuilder big. Like I haven't. If you look at me, I've been working hard for 2 years and I haven't gotten like super fucking big. You don't get big. The only way that you accidentally get big, or at least bodybuilder big, or big like buff and like fucking jacked as fuck, like big, is by taking steroids. That's the only way you accidentally do that. But you're not gonna accidentally, from working out a lot, and every single day for the next 2 years, you're not gonna accidentally get too big. Okay, I'm telling you that right now. Another mistake: dirty bulking. Don't dirty bulk. It's a complete waste of time. Just utter waste of time. Don't dirty bulk at all. Thinking all carbs are bad. No, carbs are not bad. The only carbs that I like to say are bad are the ones that come from junk food, shit like that. The carbs that I believe are healthy are like fruits and vegetables. Those are the only carbs that I believe you should be taking. And then another mistake that I did was I was working out a minimum amount of time every week, or there came to a point where I was working out too much. We don't want to do that. We want to keep it balanced. We want to recover, but we also want to work out. There is no, your body needs to recover. Whenever you make muscle, is not when you're like actually doing an exercise. It's when you are resting, when you're recovering. Okay, so we need to keep a balance. And also thinking that you need to get lean to get rid of skinny. I don't know why I said far, but it's supposed to say skinny fat. If you are trying to get rid of skinny fat, you don't get lean. You actually bulk up and do the things that I'm going to say in this video. Okay, here are the muscles that will make you look more attractive. These are the muscles that I've been heavily working on myself. Okay, and it's this doesn't mean ignore the other muscle groups. Okay, because the workout routine that I gave you, or that I'm about to give you, you shouldn't ignore the other muscles, but these are the most important muscles that I think you should be working on, which are your lats, side delts, your abs, your arms, including your forearms. I need to work a little bit more on my forearms and my triceps, but I've got like pretty nice biceps for someone who's been in the gym for 2 years. And then we got your upper chest and your glutes. And by the way, your arms also includes your shoulders. Okay, I know like it's kind of weird. People like to separate the side like delts and just shoulders in general from arms. Your arms are from here all the way down here. Okay, until you reach your hand, and obviously that's your hand. That's not your arm, but it is part of your arm. Okay, wait. Let me say something real quick. So the reason why these muscles are attractive is because they build that nice V taper. Okay, the lats are like kind of that Dorito shape that you want to have. Okay, if you don't want to look good and you think that looks are shallow, which I don't think that looks are shallow, I think that building a muscular body that looks attractive is one of the best things you can do for your mental health, and you just feel better about yourself. Okay, there's a lot of benefits from building a attractive body. Now, why these muscles? Because the lats build that nice V taper, as well as your shoulders make you look wider from the top and makes your waist look slimmer. Abs, again, abs, like you've always heard that girls love abs. Yes. Then arms, bro, arms, like they look fucking good when they're nicely developed. Now, obviously they stop looking good when they're too fucking big, but like I said, you're not gonna get too fucking big on accident. Okay. And then we got the upper chest over lower chest, because the lower chest makes you look like if you have an underdeveloped upper chest and you have an overdeveloped lower chest. Yes, there's only two heads of the chest. Don't let anyone convince you otherwise. There's only two heads of the chest. If you ever look at an anatomy book, there's only two heads of the chest. Like you can search this up literally. There's gonna be a lot of people that say there's three, but there's two. And whenever you have an overdeveloped lower chest, it makes you look like you have titties, and that does not look good. It looks weird. So make sure that you are working mostly on your upper chest. And we got glutes. Glutes are kind of like the shoulder of your legs. Okay. I don't know, for some reason girls apparently like men's glutes as well as like the way we do. So it's just a weird thing to look out for. Now, if you have different purpose, like if you first, let's say, you want a different workout routine, or you just want to work on different muscle groups depending on what sports you do, or just because you don't want to train like this, go ahead. But I think that there's a lot of benefits from building this type of physique. Okay, how to build these muscles. I want you to check out my free workout routine that I have below. I have a chest day, a back day, a leg day, and an arm day. Okay, this is how you use that workout routine though, because I put I believe like 10 exercises per day. So this is what you actually do with that. So for chest, you do 3 chest exercises. Okay, you start with compound lifts always, except for I'm gonna tell you a little bit for leg day, but always start with compound lifts. In this case, if you want, you can start with shoulders, which I prefer. If you would start with shoulders, if you want to build like nicer looking shoulders, but if you are gonna start with chest, I like to start with upper chest first. So incline bench press. It doesn't matter what variation, it's just up to you. And then I like to do the flat bench, and then after that you can do flies, or you can do another variation of like a press. Okay. And for shoulders, I like to do either lateral raises, any variation, and also any type of overhead press. Okay. And then you can maybe, if your arms aren't too tired from lifting weights, because even though you're not using your tricep primarily when it comes to compound lifts, which compound lifts are going to build more muscle, especially if you're a beginner. Okay, compound lifts are king. Okay, but it's after doing like a bunch of compound lifts, it might be a little bit hard for you to do any tricep. And depending on how much time you still have left in the gym, like I said, you have 90 minutes or less to work in the gym. So you can still do this, okay? And then for a back day, I like to do 4 back exercises and 1 or 2 arms, okay? I know I said 1 arm exercise, but 1 or 2 arms. The reason why is because if you want to build bigger arms, I think that you should have a separate day for them, okay? This way you'll build bigger arms, and this is more focused on like the bigger muscle groups that we want to develop, okay? Still, arms will still get developed through our compound lifts, but like I said, we want to focus just on arms than just having arm day. You don't have to follow this workout routine, but I think it's the best one for any beginner, okay? So pick 4 back exercises. I like to start with pull-ups and chin-ups. If you can't do pull-ups, which I believe that you should, train to get better at pull-ups, because pull-ups are just a great exercise. They've gotten me a bigger and stronger back, okay? Then this is what I want you to do. Every single time you go to the gym, or if you don't have a gym membership, I want you to buy a pull-up bar. Then I want you, anytime you do a back day, you grab the bar, you jump up, you slowly come down, okay? And do that till you can't no more, okay? This is still like the part where you're falling down slowly will actually build more muscle, okay? And then you do 1 arm. It doesn't matter what curl variation. It could be a cable, it can be dumbbell, it can be a barbell. It doesn't matter. And then for leg day, we just do 3 exercises. Trust me, if you go really intense with the minimum amount of exercise that you can have, you're gonna be sore the next day. I don't do leg day as often. I do mostly chest, back, and arms. Legs, I do, since I'm a track athlete, so I do a lot of sprinting and sometimes I do like leg exercises to strengthen my certain parts of my body, but I don't do a full leg day routine, okay? I suggest that you start with any type of lunge, okay? So single leg, okay? This one's different. You don't start with compound lifts. For chest and back, you always start with compound lifts. But for leg day, you don't start with compound lifts. You start with a unilateral exercise, so single leg exercise, always with any type of lunge variation. So this way, one leg doesn't end up being bigger than the other. That's why I like to do that first. And then you do squats, any variation, it doesn't fucking matter. And then do hip thrust, okay? By the way, if you want to do Romanian deadlift, you can add this to your back workout, okay? Now, you don't have to. You can always add, instead of hip thrust, you can do RDLs or any type of deadlift variation with leg day, okay? And then last but not least, we got an arm day. 2 to 3 exercises per arm, okay? So for your forearms, do farmer carries. That's where you carry any type of weight. It can be kettlebells or dumbbells. And you try to carry those around for as long as possible. This is good for your posture, which makes your physique look a lot better. And also it's good for your grip strength and building bigger forearms. This is something that I've been doing a lot more lately. And also do hammer curls as well for your forearms and your biceps. Just 2 to 3 exercises for every muscle group, which is just going to be your bicep, your tricep, a little bit of your shoulder as well if you want to do shoulder. Because like I said, shoulder is one of the most important parts of your arm, okay? And biceps are better for aesthetics and they make you look a lot better than triceps, okay? Okay. This is my routine that I would give any gym beginner. Now, you don't have to follow it, but if you want to follow it and you want just an easy workout routine, a simple one, it's not easy. It's still fucking hard to go intense, but if you want a simple one, start with arm day on Mondays, then leg day on Tuesdays. Wednesday, it could either be back or chest, depending on what you chose on Wednesday will determine what you do on Thursday. So let's say you do Wednesday back, then the next day you do chest. And then you can either have Friday off, and then on Saturday do another workout, and Sunday off. But I would say, like, don't have Friday off. Maybe do something on Saturday, okay? Or just have 2 rest days, okay? Because if you're a gym beginner, just having 5 days a week of working out is just enough. It's enough for building muscle, trust me, if you do everything else correctly. And this is the amount of sets that you should do per exercises depending on what muscle group you're hitting and stuff like that. So I would say 3 to 5 sets per exercise. Now here's the thing. We want to be it depends on, because there's a lot of times, depending on how many sets you do per muscle group will determine how much muscle you build. So for back, or for usually for the bigger muscle groups, it's usually like 10 to 20 sets, like in between 10 to 20 sets per gym session, okay? But if you're doing, let's say, like isolations, it's usually 6 or something sets. It's like, I think it's 6 to 10 sets around that for isolated like muscles, okay? So it's a little bit complicated. Just stick, like, I wanted to simplify it by literally just telling you, do 3 chest exercises, do 4 back exercises, do 3 leg exercises. Okay, I just wanted to simplify it, okay? Don't overcomplicate this part, okay? It's just simple, 3 to 5 sets per exercise, depending on how much you want to do as well, and how much you think it will make you feel better, okay? Do 5 to 30 reps for, and every exercise. This is like the ideal rep range again, apparently for hypertrophy. I like to say 6 to 15 reps, okay? For like, to solve this problem of how much weight should I do per exercise. 5 to 30 reps is one of the ways you can figure it out. Also, like 6 to 15 is one of the rep ranges I like to work with, but going over a little bit over 15 reps there's nothing wrong with that, okay? Then we got rest time, 2 to 3 minutes for compound lifts. So yes, this is the amount of rest time you should get for every compound lift. There's tons of compound lifts, and make sure you have enough rest time. Otherwise, you could get injured or you could lose some gains, okay? So make sure you get enough rest time for every set that you do, okay? And then we got 1 to 2 minutes for isolations. Simple? Well, this is simple. It's hard though. It's fucking hard. Okay, what to do if you can't go to the gym? So if you can't go to the gym, or the days that you aren't able to go to the gym, because there was a time where I personally couldn't go to the gym, but I was still like trying to find out, okay, how can I build muscle at home, not having to go to the gym? And here's some of the suggestions that I will suggest you is, like, buy a pull-up bar. If you can buy a pull-up bar, like the ones that go on your door frame, I'm pointing that way because that's where my door is, and I put it on that door frame. And these pull-up bars are so cheap, bro. They're like $15, and they're safe. They're safe unless you do some stupid shit, obviously. But generally safe if you aren't stupid with these pull-up bars, okay? Another thing I would say is save up some money and buy some dumbbells. Do push-ups. There's a lot of variations of push-ups. Use a backpack, put heavy stuff in it, and use it for exercises. Use chairs to do dips, and use like your triceps and stuff like that. And just get creative. There's millions of things that you can use at home to build muscle. Is the gym better? Yes, the gym's gonna be a lot better because there's more gym equipment available, and there's tons of benefits to just going to the gym. But if you can't, if there's a day that you can't go to the gym, or just in general you can't go to the gym at all, or you don't have a gym membership, this is what I would recommend. And also with the pull-up bar, there's tons of back exercise that you can do. And generally speaking, a lot of people like to overcomplicate exercises in general. Don't overcomplicate exercises, okay? Simply by just doing the movement and just focusing on getting that stretch with the muscle, that's enough to let you know that, yeah, that's how you go intensely. That's how you actually build muscle, and how to properly do every single rep in order to achieve failure, okay? Make sure that you're achieving failure every time you're doing any exercise, or be 2 to 3 reps away from failure, okay? And don't kill yourself in the bench press. Don't die. Or squats either. Don't kill yourself. Don't ego lift. Okay, how do we bulk? First of all, what we want to do is clean bulking. We don't want to do dirty bulking. Dirty bulking causes lower testosterone. Lower testosterone equals less muscle mass. And there's tons of... even though you might not get fats from dirty bulking, there's tons of negative effects on your health. Like, you wouldn't even believe it, bro. There's so many negative effects that you just don't want a dirty bulk at all. Okay? The negative effects include like your brain literally can't fucking function well or think well just because of eating junk food. And that's one of the symptoms of eating junk food. There's tons of other ones. This is what I recommend for clean bulking though. Eat 5 to 10 eggs every single day. And you might think, oh, but I can't buy this. My parents are not gonna let me, or my parents aren't able to buy this. You can buy bulk size egg cartons in places like Costco or Sam's Club, or just go to a store where you can buy like bulk size eggs, and they're literally $12 for, I believe, how much was it? 5 dozens of eggs, so 60 eggs. Okay, and if you want to learn how to like cook them yourself, just look a video up online how to cook eggs, or literally just ask your mom or your dad, how do I cook eggs? Or if you already know, then even better. I would recommend that you cook your food in these following fats. Okay, these all come from the cow, so they're relatively safe. They don't cause any health issues. They're actually way more beneficial for your health than eating junk food. And we got cook your food in beef tallow, bro, ghee, and butter. Avoid seed oils. They cause lower testosterone. They also cause heart problems and a bunch of other shit. Okay, we don't want our testosterone to be lowered by things that cause our health to deteriorate or shit like that. Okay, or just in general, we don't want to eat foods that decrease testosterone. Make sure you're eating red meat and chicken every single day, at least a ground beef or some type of beef. Okay, just buy red meat. Tell your parents to buy you red meat. If you need help fixing these problems of like, oh yeah, but my parents don't let me buy this, or I can't eat this every day. My program is literally made for that. Okay, my program is made for you, me answering those questions and helping you maneuver around the obstacles that you have with parents, school, and stuff like that. Okay, so if you want, check out the program. Okay, and also chickens. There's nothing wrong with chicken. Okay, I think red meat's like way more delicious and a lot healthier than chicken, but these two are relatively safe options. Okay, carbs are really important when it comes to bulking, so we want to eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, and just eat the vegetables that you prefer to eat. The two vegetables that I like to eat the most are just potatoes and sweet potatoes. Okay, it just has to be that. You don't have to eat like fucking carrots every single day and shit. Like, you don't have to. Okay, if you prefer some other vegetable from the ones that I mentioned, then go ahead. But these are like, carbs are really important. So eat a fuck ton of fruits, whatever fruits that you personally like and taste better for you, and vegetables as well. Same concept. 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. A lot of people say 0.8 grams of protein per pound of body weight. But just to be sure, I like to say 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight whenever you're bulking. Any more than this is not really going to help you. Okay, so even if you eat a little bit more than this, it's fine. But over exceeding yourself and eating a fuck ton of protein every single day that exceeds your body weight amount, it's not good for you. Also, by the way, another thing that I want to say is any food that lowers testosterone equals less muscle mass. Okay, so just watch out for that. And I would say always eat carbs before and after workouts, because you need energy to work out. So eating carbs before and after workouts are the best thing that you can do. So make sure that you eat carbs before and after workouts. Okay, it can be fruits, it can be a fruit bowl, a smoothie, whatever you decide. Okay, what are some supplements that you can take in order for you to actually build more muscle? So some of the supplements that I personally recommend is sunlight. And yes, I know that sounds weird, like, bro, but sunlight is not a supplement. Okay, let me explain to you this. So whenever we go outside in the sun and just stand in the sun, our body produces vitamin D. Okay, and we absorb sunlight, and that helps us produce vitamin D. And vitamin D is crucial for health, mental health, physical health, just in general, your health in total. Okay, and believe it or not, I like to say that mental health is just kind of the same as fixing your physical health. Okay, so make sure that every single day you're getting some type of sunlight. I would say 20 to 30 minutes every single day, preferably in the morning. But if you can in the morning, just try to find a time where you can get some sunlight. Okay, even if you get 5 minutes of sunlight, 1 minute of sunlight, it's better than getting nothing. So make sure you're getting sunlight every single day. It does increase testosterone, and there's tons of shit that is gonna help you. Okay, then we got creatine. No, creatine is not bad for you. Creatine is not gonna cause you uh, health problems or kidney failure, shit like that. If you're gonna take creatine, you literally just you don't have to buy this brand. Okay, there's a cheaper brand that I actually found on Amazon. Let me. Okay, so creatine, Amazon. I forgot the brand though. Okay, it's not. I think it's 1 kilogram. This one could work as well. Okay, this is actually no. This is better than the one that I found. Okay, so this is $40. So the $40 for 200 servings. That's 200 days where you can go with taking creatine. So um, that's what I would personally recommend. Okay, that brand that you saw, because this one is $42 and it's 250 uh, grams. The other one, I don't know how many grams it was. Oh yeah, a thousand grams. So just think of the difference, bro. That's 4 times the amount of creatine that you get for the same price, and even lower. This is $42, by the way. The one that I just showed you is $1 less. So you can buy any type of creatine monohydrate pills. I prefer the powder one, okay? And what creatine does is there's higher output in the gym, and you get more energy in the gym, so you can lift more weight. So in consequence, it does help you build more muscle, because the more weights you can lift for longer, the better it is for hypertrophy and building muscle. And also, one last supplement I would recommend is grass-fed whey protein. In case you don't get enough protein from your normal diet, this is what I would recommend. Okay, specifically, why grass-fed whey protein? Well, because normal protein powders, the ones that taste like something, like they have flavor in it, are actually not good for you. Like there was a time when I was taking this protein powder that was vanilla flavor, and I would just feel tired all the time. Like I would, in a weird way, even though I was really active, I was eating healthy. I was taking this protein powder as well on the side, and every single day, like I would just feel tired. I could tell that my testosterone was kind of low. I would just feel tired in the middle of the day, bro, and that's not normal. Especially for a teenager, it shouldn't be normal at all. And for a healthy individual, it shouldn't be normal. And I realized, like, I checked the back of my protein powder. It had like 50 fucking ingredients, and one of the ingredients was soy protein, and there was other ingredients that I did not know what the fuck they were. This protein powder, on the other hand, is literally one ingredient, and it's protein. Okay, is literally protein. Yes, protein does, like, this type of protein does come from the cow. It's made from milk. Okay, so just making sure that you know that. So let's talk about the habits that you should do. Okay, I already talked about getting sunlight. So make sure you're getting sunlight 20 to 30 minutes every single day. Even if it's cloudy, there's some benefit to going outside. Okay, now what if you don't have enough time? What if I don't have enough time, Ricky? What if I can't do this? Well, here's what I recommend. You go outside for however long you can go outside for in the sunlight. If you don't have time, just go outside for literally 1 minute, and that's enough. Now, is it better for you to go every single day, 20 minutes, 30 minutes in the sun? Yes, it's more beneficial. Also, it depends on what place you live in. If it's a really sunny place, I live in a place where the sun's out like 90% of the year. And there's yeah, I only have to be outside for like 10 to 20 minutes. I don't have to be outside for 10 to 30, but there's tons of benefits to sunlight, okay? Even if it's cloudy, you're still going to get the benefits from going outside, okay? Trust me, you will. And what else would I say? Try to keep it as a habit. Do it every single morning, 1 to 5 minutes, 10 to 20 to 30, preferably. Then another thing that I would say is habit stacking to take supplements. So the concept of habit stacking is that whenever you already have a set habit, like you already do something, let's say in the morning you wake up, you go and brush your teeth. That's a habit for you already. And if, let's say, you stack it with taking some supplement, let's say you take creatine right after brushing your teeth. Creatine does not taste like anything, and it doesn't leave like breath stinks or anything like that. So if, let's say you have your creatine inside your bathroom, right next to your toothbrush. Every time you wake up, you brush your teeth, and you see the creatine, it's a lot easier for you to take it because, okay, I'm brushing your teeth. I can already grab the creatine, take it, one scoop in my water, mix it, drink it, there. Simple as that. You're more consistent that way. You are way more consistent if you do this, okay? Trust me, you are. Then also, we want to eat healthy. Okay, I already explained why. Testosterone, health issues. You're gonna build more muscle whenever you don't dirty bulk, because people who do dirty bulk, I'm just gonna tell you straight up, if people who dirty bulk or anyone who you've watched has dirty bulked and has built muscle from it, they're on steroids. There's no exception. There's no fucking genetic exception. They're on steroids. And you might think, oh no, you're just hating because you're smaller than them and shit. No, I'm not hating, bro. I'm just telling you the fucking truth that they don't want to tell you. Dirty bulking does not serve you at all. Okay? It's a big fucking lie made for people to take steroids. Okay? If you don't believe me, that you don't believe me, but it's the truth. Okay? It's the truth, honestly. Okay? There's another habit that you should do is take a picture of your physique right now. Like if you're barely starting on this journey, take a picture. I wish I would have, no, well, technically I kind of did, right? But I wish I would have taken a better picture. like day one of going to the gym, like that picture, but I didn't take it. So I would recommend that you take a picture of your physique for your start of journey. It's like, it's just something nice to see. Like you see your progress in the mirror. Also, I would say sleep to 8 to 10 hours. Okay, if you're not sleeping 8 to 10 hours, and this is what I would recommend that you do to fall asleep a lot faster. Make sure your room temperature is kind of cold, colder than wherever you live. Now, if it's like already cold in your room, you don't have to turn on the AC or shit like that. Then, yeah, use a fucking blanket. But it's fucking hot right now in where I live, so I have to have kind of cold temperature. Make sure you tape your mouth shut. And I know this sounds weird, like you're like, what the fuck? What do you mean by taping my mouth shut? I recommend that you tape your mouth shut. If you want to have better gains, like in a weird way, this is gonna help you have better gains. Also feel better throughout your day and feel more energy, because humans are meant to breathe through their nose. Okay, we're supposed to breathe through our nose and not through our mouth. And when we're sleeping, that's like 1/3 of our lives, right? I believe, was it 1/3 or 2/3? I can't remember. But we spent a long time, a large part of our life sleeping. And if we aren't maximizing it, we're not gonna be able to enjoy life and shit like that. And you sometimes, if you've ever had this like symptoms, like you wake up and you feel like your throat's dry or your lungs are hurting, and you also feel lethargic, you feel like weirdly tired, and you have bloody nose as well. This happens because you don't breathe through your nose when you're asleep, and you're actually breathing through your mouth. And whenever you tape your mouth shut, by the way, the tape that I recommend, you can buy this on Amazon as well. It's called micropore tape. It's like $1 for this tape, and it's lasted me for 3 months, and I'm still using it. And like this shit's gonna last forever. And I bought a pack of like 14 of them, so I have like for literally 2 lifetimes or even more. And I really do recommend that piece of tape. It's absolutely helpful. Humans are supposed to breathe through our mouth. I mean, not through our mouth, but through our nose. And there's tons of benefits of breathing through our nose. Like you get a better jawline as well, and you just feel better. A lot of health benefits, trust me. And make sure you're going to sleep at the same time every day, and you're waking up at the same time every day. If you aren't doing this, you're doing yourself such a big disservice, and you're actually fucking up your health so much. So I'm telling you this right now. Go to sleep at the same time every day. Wake up at the same time every day. Something that you need to know about working out, building muscle, and just achieving any fucking goal, you gotta sacrifice a lot. Sometimes making progress in something isn't just about like doing more. It's actually about doing the right things and doing less. Okay, This is why we need to sacrifice those late nights where you're gaming or you're playing video games and falling asleep early. Okay, we want to maximize muscle growth, right? We want to maximize us achieving that goal. But you might say, "Oh, but I need to wind at nights. I need to scroll on my phone. I need to." That's not going to help you. That's not going to help you fall asleep faster. Trust me. I'm just telling this from my personal experience and from studies that I've researched and I've seen. Okay, so make sure that you aren't sleeping in. You're not going to sleep late. Make sure you preferably go to sleep around 8 or go to sleep at around 10 if you're going to wake up at 8. Okay, that's my recommendation. Also, another thing that I want you to do is visualize your future gains. So every morning, you can do this every morning or before you work out. You just visualize your future gains. You visualize yourself just bigger. Your biceps looks good. Like, just close your eyes right now and visualize this with me. You are visualize yourself working out. Your biceps are looking bigger. You're getting that nice pump on your chest. You're doing chest exercise. You're doing a bunch of chest exercises, a bunch of back exercises. Your back's getting bigger. You're getting that nice Dorito shaped back. Your physique is starting to look a lot better, a lot bigger, better. You look confident. You like yourself a lot more. Just visualize yourself. And I want you to take a moment and just realize that you need to sacrifice a lot of things. Right now, like, bodybuilding is not easy. You need to sacrifice. Sometimes you might even have to sacrifice friendships. You need to sacrifice certain foods that you like. And this is the only way that you actually make progress. It's sacrificing things, okay? And last but not least, make sure you're exercising, okay? That's the last habit that I'm going to give you. Okay, here are the habits that you should avoid. If you're doing any type of drug, if you're doing, this includes drugs that help you with like depression and anxiety. Instead of trying to cover up the symptoms with these drugs, and including vaping, including any type of drug, instead of trying to cover up the symptoms of what you feel, like you feel depressed or you feel bad about yourself, fucking like stop doing that shit. Honestly, the best thing you can do to not take drugs is just don't identify as a person who does drugs. Also, fix your mental health. Okay, just search up on YouTube how to fix my mental health, and there's like a bunch of people who talk about how to fix your mental health. Okay. Another thing I would say: avoid sleeping in. Okay, avoid late night gaming, late night scrolling on your phone, or just using your phone at nights as much as you can if you want to. If you want to make progress in your physique, bro. If you want to make, trust me, I had to sacrifice a lot to go from this to this, and I'm still sacrificing that every single day. Like, just to make a lot of to make progress faster, you need to sacrifice these things, bro. I'm sorry, like, these instant pleasures that you right now, they seem good, you like them, you need to sacrifice them. It takes sacrifice. It just, majority of the time, what creates success isn't really just working hard, but it's sacrificing a lot. So I would say just sacrifice drugs, sacrifice sleeping in, sacrifice junk food, sacrifice seed oils, late night gaming. I understand you are with the boys and you like playing video games, but are you gonna stop a fucking video game from achieving your dream physique? Like, just ask yourself that. Are you gonna let scrolling Instagram, Facebook? No one uses Facebook, but Instagram, TikTok, from achieving your goals? YouTube, you're gonna stop that from achieving your goals. So, if right now you're watching this at nights, I just want to tell you that just change. Make the change now. Tell yourself mentally, like, yes, I'm no longer gonna do late night gaming. I'm no longer that kid who does late night gaming. I'm not gonna scroll on my phone at night. I'm not gonna look at technology an hour before going to sleep. I'm not gonna do drugs. I'm not gonna eat junk food. You just tell yourself every single day these things, and you start doing these things. You start doing the good habits. You start exercising. You start getting sunlight. You start eating healthy, and you start also improving your mental health, which is something that will help you improve your mental health. Um, be happy. Like, just fake being happy, and you're gonna improve your mental health. And also, meditation is one of the other things. Being grateful, loving your family. Those are some things that are gonna help you improve your mental health and really stop doing these things. Okay. Junk food is also like one of the worst drugs that you can do, especially as a man. There's tons of fucking well, not even as a man, but as a person in general. Junk food, drugs, late night gaming. Just stop doing these things. I like to say that video games are a type of drug, and a lot of kids nowadays abuse that drug by playing video games at night or right after they wake up without doing some type of work that makes them feel good. Or they just play for hours and hours. So don't be that guy. Don't be that video game loser. Don't be that drug addict. Don't be the junk food eater. Don't be these. Don't be those guys. Just don't be that guy. And just if you are in a rut right now, just improve your mental health, become better, start working out, and you're gonna make the progress that you want. Okay, you're gonna get that physique that you want. And that's pretty much it for today. This video, bro. Um, I would like to say that if you did watch the entire video, good job. Okay, you have like 10 out of 10 uh, attention span, top 1% attention span. A lot of people wouldn't even give a fuck about the first 10 minutes of this video. Imagine watching this to the end. So if you watch this to the end, I'm actually like, respect to you, bro. Honestly, respect to you. It took me like a whole like two hours to script, and it's been like a whole hour since I started recording. So um if you are new to the channel and you want to join my movement of making skinny teenagers to muscular teenagers, whatever you want to call it, or just gain size in general and feel more confident about yourself, and you want to watch more videos that are going to be educating you on certain topics like this, specifically just bodybuilding in general, subscribe. Also, like I said before, check out my coaching program if you are interested in me helping you with certain problems you have when it comes to building muscle. And also, it's a full course as well. I have, I believe, like 6 videos or so. Yeah, 6 videos teaching you about bodybuilding and stuff like that. I also have like PDFs that are going to help you build muscle faster, and my one-to-one coaching. So personally, you can talk to me. And also, like I said before, check out the free workout routine I have linked down below. And other than that, bro, I wish you good luck on your journey of building muscle, and peace out. Do the hard work, especially when we don't feel like it.